on to the TipToeHippo installation guide for our trade copier. So the first thing you're going to do is download the trade copier either from your welcome email, or if it's an update, from our Discord or the email that we send you. When you download it, you'll get a zip file, and in the zip file we'll have instructions and your files. So the instructions will tell us what we're going to do, so I'll quickly go through that and then we will go through and do these instructions. So open the MT4 terminal, open the data folder, copy the MQ4 folder that we've given you into the local MT4 folder. Once that's done, allow DLL imports and allow live trading on expert advisors. And that we will set the registration EA and map all the different symbols that are going to be used. And then lastly, we will put the actual copier EA onto our system. So the first thing we're going to do is, after we open up our MT4, we're going to go up to File and Open Data Folder. And then we're going to go into the zip file that we downloaded, grab the MT4 data folder from here and drag it into the local MT4 directory. When it says confirm replace folder or merge, we click yes. Do for all current items, yes. And if it comes up with to replace any of the files, click replace the files. And now we've installed the files that we need to use. So we'll go back to MT4, right click on expert advisors and click refresh. We also want to right click on the market watch and say show all. Now before we go into the MT4 setup of the registration EA, we want to take a note on what different symbols are called. So we need to know what the US 30 is called. We need to know what the DAX or the German 40 is called. Sometimes it's still called the German 30. We want to know what the US technology index is called. So we're just going to find indexes, and it's called the NASDAQ. NAS 100 is the NASDAQ. And then we go into commodities, and we know energy in our broker, and we want Brent, so that's spot Brent. And gold, which will be in metals, and we've got XAU USD. This will become apparent right now because we're going to drag the account registration onto the chart, and you can see here in this section you have to enter what our broker calls each one of these particular indexes. We'll get to that in 1 second, but first we'll enter in our PayPal email address. And now the next thing is the risk factor. Now the risk factor is a multiplication. So if you want to run the same risk that we display on MyFX book and on Darwin X, then leave that set as 1. If you would like to run your copier at half risk, enter 0.5. If you want to run it at double risk, enter 2. You can enter any multiple up to 5. Now for this, we want to account registration. Now later on, if you decide you want to change your account risk, you can just adjustment, and all you have to do is put in the account risk number. You don't have to put in any of the mappings. But because it's the first time, we're going to account registration. Then we're going to enter what the broker uses for each one of these indexes. So for the US 30, this broker uses US 30. For the US Tech or the NASDAQ, our broker uses NAS 100. For the German DAX, our broker uses German 40. And for the Japanese, it uses JPN 225. And for the commodities, gold is XAU USD. Brent is called Spot Brent. And then for the FX pair symbol, if your broker puts something in front of the symbol, so if the symbol is EUR USD, Euro USD, and there is, say, FX Euro USD, and it's called that, then you would enter FX Euro USD. Or alternatively, if the broker uses a suffix, so it puts something after Euro USD, so it could be Euro USD.A, then you will put in .A after in this box for the suffix, and then that will map all your currencies correctly using the prefixes and suffixes that your broker uses. So after you've entered in your email, your risk, the different indexes of what they're called in your broker, and the different Brent and gold, as well as your suffixes for currency, leave it blank. And then also to note, if you don't want to trade any of these, you can just leave them blank and the trades will not be copied through on them. So we click OK. We'll wait a second while we contact our server, and it says account registration complete. You may now safely load the copier EA. Please allow 1 minute before starting the copier EA to ensure our systems are up to date. If there was a problem, it will bring up saying there's a problem, please contact us on Discord. So that's how you can get instant support, is to jump on our Discord, open up a support ticket, and we'll be able to help you very quickly in real time. But this is all happily set up, so we click OK. Now we grab the copier EA, which is this PFC client, drag it onto a Euro USD chart, the same one that we just had. We go to imports, and then we just put in the password, and the password would have come with your registration EA, and so we'll enter it in. So we enter our password, and then we can call it TipToeHippo Trade Copier. Allow live trading, and then click OK. Now, if we have forgotten auto trading, it will pop up telling us that auto trading is disabled and to click it. So when we click it, we're good to go. But what we'll need to do is actually either restart MT4 or alternatively redrop this on here. Enter our details again. And click OK. And we're good to go. So we can tell we're good to go because down this side there's no red symbols, and just in here this server red. Every time it connects to the server, this number will go up. Every time it tries to connect to the server and fails, that number will go up. So we're seeing lots of successful connections and no failures. So we're happy. Any trade that's executed by TipToeHippo will be copied to your account, and the trades will also be closed as they're closed on our account. Now, one thing to note is we recommend that once you set up this copier, you just leave this chart alone. You don't use this chart. So a good way to stop that is to go into properties and then in all the colors. If you set all the colors to either black or white, then you'll create a chart that looks completely black, and you'll have no reason to change the time frame or the currency symbol. So if you just leave it set like that, don't touch that chart anymore, it'll happily copy those trades as they come in and close them as they're closed. Now, if we bring up the instructions, the one last thing to do is the subscriber role on our Discord. So if you log into the Discord, and there's a Discord bot called the TipToeHippo monitor, so you'll see it as part of the list on the right. If you right-click the TipToeHippo monitor, or you direct message it, and you send it this message here. So !join, and then your PayPal email address. So once you do that, it will give you a subscriber role, which will give you access to the subscriber only section of the Discord, which has the live trades, the live account balances. We give all the updates on how the trading's going, updates on new systems. Subscribers talk amongst themselves about different things and about trading in general. So it's well worth doing, because then you'll be able to check in on if you're getting our trades. So you won't actually have to ask. You can go onto Discord, see in real time which trades we've got open and make sure they match with yours. So hopefully you're all set up now. If you do have any problems, join our Discord. If you need the link, you can go to www.tiptoehippo.com and go into the contact section, and the Discord link is there. And we'll be more than happy to help you set this up. But if you follow these instructions, you shouldn't have any problems. If something goes wrong, just start again and follow the instructions from the start, and you should have success. So now that you're all set up, the only thing left to do is to wish you green pips, and we look forward to having you for a long and successful customer. Thank you very much.